Hey. So there's nobody here. There's really nobody here except for there's a woodpecker, and there's nobody else. I am deep in the woods. And what I'd like to get across in this lesson is however we need to get our message out, ideally it's in a place where we have no fear, where we feel we're in a safe place and we can just go off the rails. Because in this book, that's what I want us to do, by the way. I want us to go off the rails. I want us to just be wacky, be nutty. And remember some of the ideas about book types, maybe it's the opposite, right? So maybe if your book is a serious, formal, quiet, professional thing, and we're just going nutty here, right? And so we do need to be in a place where we feel we can just go nuts. And that would be here, right? There is nobody. Hi. So what can we do then to get this out? Now, here I am. I'm recording with a camera and audio, so audio and video. Yet, what is that for you? What is that place where you can create, where you feel I can get this out? And it can take lots of different forms, right? There is anything from pen and paper. There is typing on a keyboard. And there's even different keyboards, right? There's like maybe this is your work computer, maybe this is your fun laptop out on the deck computer, fun thing, right? Or your kid's laptop, even something different. Maybe it's a keyboard on a tablet, right? And another idea is to change things up. If that's your work computer and you associate that with, work and serious stuff, might not be the best place for you to get this book done. For me, it has changed over the years. It has become this. This, by the way, is me practicing. This is getting it out. I mean, clearly I'm like singing to the woodpeckers here. I have no fear. This is where it's going to come out and I can just roll with it. And you know what happens if it's terrible? I delete it and I do it again. So we got pen and paper. We got a computer, like work computer, probably not the best idea. We got some different laptop. We got a tablet with a keyboard. We've got audio. If you have a smartphone, you can take it, you can walk around, you record. There's got to be a voice recorder on your phone, probably somewhere. In Apple, it's just called voice record. And go walk around and tell your story. You've got a chapter you got to write. Go walk through the woods. If you don't have woods, you go find somewhere, or it's the opposite, right? Let's say you live in a big city. You can go talk into your phone, put in your headphones, you got a microphone maybe. You can go talk it out. People just think you're on the phone. They don't have a problem with that. And what if they do have a problem with that? Check on the lesson about what's that guy doing? There's a title of a lesson called that. And because then we're going to get over all this. What else we got? We got me. I'm doing video here. Go hit record on the camera. Hit record. See what happens. And also give yourself. By the way, in all of these, give yourself a time limit. It's 10 minutes. You're done. 10 minutes writing, 10 minutes recording, 10 minutes recording, whatever. Or I'm not saying do all of that. Pick one and give yourself a time limit. And also be careful of results-driven goals. We want process-driven goals. Results-driven goals could be, I finished the most perfect chapter of all time. When's that going to happen? It's never going to get done. 10 minutes of hitting record, like that one's pretty easy, right? The phone has a clock on it. You hit record, when it's 10 minutes, you're done. You stop. If you got more to say, great, do it again. Awesome. If you were floundering and flailing around for 4 minutes, big deal, delete that part. But I betcha something good came out of those 10 minutes. So in 10 minutes, by the way, I'm not just making up that number, it's a pretty good number. 10 minutes, sit down and write, sit down and doodle. Oh, by the way, the pens, you got colored pens? You like drawing? You like sketch noting? Sketch note your book. Sketch note out what your thoughts are, what your ideas for your worst book ever, or for the chapter. Color, draw, borrow your kids' Crayolas. Anything that's going to get it out for you. And for everybody, it's different. For me, it's become video or audio. And less and less am I sitting behind the keyboard typing. That's almost like the final draft when I'm getting to that point. So this is, for me, where the good stuff comes out. Also related is environment, location. Like I said about the office computer. probably not the best place to be, right? In your office, if you have a home office or if you have an office, not great. So, what then could be your new environment, especially for this week? What if it's temporary? What if temporarily this week you went completely off the rails and you said, I'm going to do colored pens on my balcony, right? Just think about how your brain is going to work differently to make that happen. So, whatever you're used to, if that's comfortable with you and for you and you think that's the best, go for it. But if you think, oh, I'm stuck, or ooh, it doesn't even sound fun, or that sounds kind of terrible, don't do it. Do something that sounds fun, easy, where it's going to happen. But what's going to bring out that little bit of wacky in you, right? I'm going for wacky, right? I mean, what's going to bring out that little bit, that different angle? Remember, we're doing the worst book, right? Your best book. If you want your best book and you think that's at your work computer, maybe your book is work related, that's fine. Worst book, we're getting out other sides of the brain, other parts of our imagination and our creativity and our productivity by using different means to get it out and different environments. So what do we got? We got like the method and medium, writing or speaking or audio or words. We've got the uh, environment, the location, and where that is, different place, ideally, and then we've got the time limit. Okay, so take those three elements and mix them up. Like 10 minutes is too long or too short for you. Make up your own number, but stick to it. If you say it's 5, it's 5. You say it's 15, it's 15. Whatever it is, but then make it and stick to it. And then we'll get into another lesson on daily habits. But if you can change this up a little bit and go for that wackiness, that's what we're shooting for. All right, thanks. Now I notice. I'm glad I was singing earlier. There's a whole lot of people here. I am not a good singer. But you know what? I'm just going to go nuts and say, La. I think I got people applauding. They're asking for tickets. Am I here every Thursday? I am here every Thursday.